Smart thermostats, so important in the smart home, both for saving you money and for convenience. For years, I switched back between Nest and Ecobee, and yeah, there are some other options out there, but those two have always seemed to be the top dogs. And most recently, I've been with Ecobee, and now they've come out with 2 new thermostats, and I wonder if they finally sealed the deal, well, I'll never have to switch again. Never say never when it comes to the smart home, and especially when it comes to me, but maybe they've done it. Let's find out. What up, everyone? It's George Langenbeer with Silver Hammer Surveillance. Here on the channel, we talk smart home tech and we talk home security. We have videos every Tuesday. Like and subscribe. Keep watching. Enjoy your support. Appreciate your support. So keep coming back. Today, we're talking about the smart home and smart thermostats. Again, they're about convenience and they're about saving you money. A smart thermostat, the right one, can pay for itself over time. And that's very cool. So not only are you going to save yourself money, but you're also going to save the earth, maybe? We need to, that's for sure. But Ecobee, it's been my thermostat of choice here lately, and they've come out with 2 new thermostats. I just got myself one of them. We're going to talk about both, but we're going to talk about in particular the one I just bought. And has it sealed the deal? Am I finally not going to have to switch anymore? So they launched the Ecobee Premium Thermostat and the Ecobee Enhanced Thermostat, and then that rounds up the lineup, which now includes the Ecobee Lite, which has always been there for at least for a couple of years. So that's the entry level, then the Enhanced, then the Premium. Now I got the Premium, I purchased it myself. We're gonna kind of talk about the specs of both of the new thermostats, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think so far. So let's start with the specs of the Premium. We've got a zinc body with a new expanded touchscreen, so it's no longer plastic, it's a nice zinc surrounding. It's pretty cool, it looks very premium, as the word says. We got an updated UI that looks more modern in my opinion, which we're gonna talk about in a second, but it's a big improvement. You know, with Nest, I kind of like, not necessarily the new Google thermostat, but the old school Nest learning thermostat. I really like that UI, and I always kind of thought it had the edge on the Ecobee, but now, maybe? So we're gonna talk about that in a second. The LCD screen is 50% larger than the last Ecobee, which is awesome. So that screen, we got more real estate on that bad boy. Looks more premium, just as the name says. So like I said, it's just all around more premium, and that zinc really helps that, that look and feel. Indoor air quality monitor, that's a new addition, which is very exciting. So here in our loft, I did our indoor air quality monitoring with our Dysons, and now I can also do it with the thermostat, which is very cool. New radar, occupancy and temp detection, so that replaced the PIR sensor that they had before. So they've got a new way of kind of sensing when you're home, and different things that help the smarts of the thermostat. Built-in voice assistant, which is either Alexa or Siri. So when I say built-in, it's actually, you can actually talk to the thermostat. Hey Siri, what's the temperature for today?
The high temperature for today will be 68 degrees, and the low will be 52.
Go back and watch our video when they finally added Siri to third-party devices. Well, Ecobee was the first to do it, which was very exciting. So Siri's actually built into that bad boy. Now you do have to have a HomePod Mini in your place to make that work, but very exciting that Siri's on board. This bad boy is HomeKit, Alexa, and Google Assistant compatible. So you do have Alexa built in or Siri built in, but of course you can normally use it in HomeKit and with Alexa and the Google Assistant. No Google Assistant built in, but you can use it with the Google Home. Has Spotify and Bluetooth streaming built in, so you can play Spotify. It can be an AirPlay speaker if you're using it with HomeKit. So you've got that compatibility. Now, it's not the greatest speaker in the world, but if it's in a spot where you have no other speaker, it's not a bad idea. Just have it playing on your thermostat. And just awesome that the option exists. It can be a HomeKit intercom, just like your HomePod Mini. When you do an intercom throughout your home, that can be included. You can use the thermostat to start that intercom. And it can double as a hub for Ecobee's home security system. So they've got door and window sensors, they've got their cameras, and this can be the hub for all of that. And you can basically have a full-blown security system with the Ecobee ecosystem. Pretty cool, as a security guy especially. As part of that security system, if you put the sensors on your windows, when you open your window, it's actually smart enough to know that you've opened that window, and it'll actually pause your AC, which is very cool. I know we're going to use that feature a lot here. Now that we've got a loft that has windows that open, which is exciting, right, Teresa?
Yes, it is nice.
We get to enjoy the city experience.
Yeah,
Sounds and smell.
Trees and birds.
And trees and birds, especially in the spring where everything's blooming and life is good. Okay. All right, and then the premium version comes with one of their occupancy sensors, so you can put that in different rooms, and you can buy several of them. They sell them in 2-packs in addition to the one that comes with this. But what's great about their sensors compared to others, and that's where Ecobee has got me for the last couple of years, is each sensor, you can kind of use them all, and it takes an average of your entire place. So here we've got a sensor in each room, and using those sensors, it takes an average from the full place instead of like Nest, for example. So they've got the sensors, but it's only the room that the sensor is in that basically controls your thermostat. Whereas here you can use the entire average. So if your second floor and your first floor are different temperatures and you want to even that out, these sensors are a great way to do that. So I love Ecobee sensors, and it really gives them the edge to the competition. Okay, so again, we're talking specs right now. So let's talk about the middle of the road in the lineup, the new Enhanced thermostat. It's less expensive. You can see the prices scrolling here. No air quality monitor, so again, you had to do something to get the price a little lower. Doesn't include the sensor, which the Premium does, but you can buy the 2-pack and then just add it later, so not a big deal. Same plastic as the previous Ecobee, so no zinc, so it doesn't look as premium. Still compatible with smart assistants, so still Google, Alexa, and Siri, but unlike the Premium, they're not built in. There's no microphone in this one, so you can't actually talk to it, and you can't use it as a speaker. So that's the difference with the Enhanced. Okay, so now that we've talked about some specs, let's talk about some commonalities between these two. So you've got the Ecobee app, same app as always, except with the Premium especially, you're gonna see a fresher interface, looks much nicer, got more room to play with things. You got the smart home and away sensing, just like Ecobee has always had, and that's how you save money, because it knows when you're home and when you're not. And you can set up different automations, for me with HomeKit, so when you come home or when you unlock the door, it'll change the temperature, and that's great, and that's how it's gonna pay for itself eventually. So you still got those features, smart scheduling, you can do vacation scheduling, or you can just set up a schedule in general. It's not as smart as Nest, and that's one advantage Nest has in their smart scheduling. It'll kind of learn your behaviors a little bit better, in my opinion, but this still has some great scheduling, and with the smart home away sensing, that's really all you need. You can control your thermostat with your Apple Watch, which is fantastic, just another convenience feature. Energy Star certified, so with the Premium and the Enhanced, you can get a rebate with your utility company, and sometimes that'll pay for half the thermostat. I know with OPBD here in Omaha, I think it's $100.
Yes.
So if the thermostat's $249, bam, you just paid for $100 of it with that rebate. Pretty awesome. And you're saving the planet. You need to save the planet. Ecobee also says that their thermostats will be compatible with Thread and Matter with possible future firmware updates. So that's very exciting. We're all waiting for Matter. We'll see if it actually happens. I don't know sometimes, but check out our videos on both Thread and Matter. But cool that if it does happen, Ecobee's ready for that. So that's awesome. So now let's talk about what I actually think about the Premium. I can't speak to the Enhanced, but I did purchase the Premium with my own money. This is not a sponsored video. So let me tell you what I think. Okay, so let's start with that zinc body. That's definitely an improvement. Definitely feels more premium. The word is spot on, because that's just how this feels in general. So I love the zinc body. The updated UI though, that's where it's at. It just looks so much more modern. My biggest complaint compared to the Nest Learning Thermostat, again, not the Google one, because I'm not too impressed with that one, but the Nest Learning Thermostat, I love that UI. And Ecobee it was great with the features, but I just always kind of thought it looked a little cheaper and not as modern. But now they've changed it. The bigger screen size, more LCD, more real estate, they really took advantage of it, and it really looks fresh and nice. And I love that. The indoor air quality monitoring, that's great. You know, I mean, a thermostat's where that should be. Yeah, it's great to have it like on a Dyson fan or something like that. But man, nowhere is it more important than your thermostat. And the radar feature of that seems very cool. I find that it works very well. But the Siri interface, I like the refresh to that. Much easier to see that you're talking to Siri. A+ there. But most of the other features are the same, but really it's just a refresh. Just general refresh, all looks more premium, all looks more expensive, all looks higher quality. The great thing about it is it's no different than the price of the old one, but it just looks more expensive. And I like that. And finally, they've caught up to the Nest thermostat of old. So maybe I'll never go back now, which is cool. Teresa, I don't have to be so wishy-washy and go back and forth and back and forth.
You're not wishy-washy. You're just always looking for something better.
I am always looking for something better. And
That's different.
It is different, but it's an endless quest, and it's a pain in the ass sometimes.
Oh my God, you admit it yourself.
I know, it's crazy. But maybe it's over. Maybe the search is over. And very exciting that they've got the possible Thread and Matter firmware updates in the works, because then it's pretty future-proof. So yeah, otherwise there's not much to say. It's really about that UI, and it's really about the upgrade on the appearance. The enhanced version looks very similar to the last thermostat, which was great, but I love the premium look to this one, and I feel it's very worth the price. Very in line with price-wise with the Nest Learning thermostat, but newer. So if you're looking for a smart thermostat, I think Ecobee is where it's at. They've always had the advantage because of the smart sensors. I feel they've always had the advantage to the smart home integration, being Alexa, Google Assistant, and Siri, whereas Nest was always concentrating on Google, especially now once Google bought them. I mean, that's a no-brainer. But Ecobee's just got that compatibility, and those smart sensors are a game changer. Just being able to take the average of a place, I know it's saved us a ton of money. The rebate is great. So between those two things, it pays for itself very quickly. The app. I love the Ecobee app. Some people have told me that they've had problems with the Ecobee app. I have never had a problem. I love it, and I especially love the refresh now with the premium on the app. It's much like the actual interface on the thermostat itself. It's a beautiful refresh. So I can't say enough about it. I don't have a negative to say. I've only been using it for a few days, but like I said, it's very similar to the old one, so I don't think I'm going to be surprised with anything in the next upcoming weeks. If I do, I'll come back to you. So what do you think? Did you buy one? You going to buy one? If you did, let me know what you think. If you're going to, let me know if this helped. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. We very much appreciate your support. We have videos every Tuesday. Keep coming back. Until next time, peace and love.